Well, here we are again. Back in good old Viridian City. It really is nice, honestly. The fact that the game does is just sort of adds this nice little sense of... I was just gonna say more sort of full circle sense, but anyways, if you probably couldn't tell, I've done a little bit more messing around with how the sound works in OBS with my new microphone, so hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. Let me know if it does sound worse, then I'll dedicate some time to try and fixing it. For the time being, we'll just realized I haven't really talked to this old man a lot. Let's have a look-see. Okay, so I did get the TGTV from him. That's good. That's good. I'm surprised I never got that item over there. It's like you don't even need cut in order to get this. It's just you just go around and it's there. It's free. It's a free potion. Why did I never pick this up? Probably would have been useful in the early game. Anyways. Let's have a look in a little bit. Oh. Much appreciated, Roman. Of course you couldn't resist, could you? Do you want me to go up into the higher voice in order to celebrate? I mean, I've been practicing a little bit off stream, but I feel as though I still have a way to go with regards to a bit more of a higher voice. What do you reckon? You reckon I could go a little bit higher? You reckon I could go a little bit more up here? I mean, it sounds comfortable up here, but I'm not sure how everyone else thinks about it. Apparently people thought it was grating last time. Memorize all no... Okay, so this is, status ailments. Unfortunately, confusion is not in here, which is weird because it's like the most common one. I never got that either. Anyways. I could have sworn there was some interesting stuff here in Viridian. Like, let's see what this child is about. Please never say that in my presence ever again. Stream needed more... Whatever you say, Roman. Nicknames. Clever nicknames are nice, but simple names are easy to remember. Name's Speary. I don't know, I reckon you could go for something like, Gungnir or Spearhead. You know, get a little bit clever with it. Spearhead sounds pretty good for a Spearo, anyways. Well, here we are, final gym leader. He's returned. After we got our 7 badges. Unfortunately, whilst I was waiting for stream to arrive, Gary showed off the fact that he somehow got 3 whole badges from gyms that don't exist and flaunted them in my face and went into the gym. I haven't seen him since. So, maybe he's still struggling. Maybe I can actually watch his fight. Let's go ahead and see. It's like, ooh, even I don't know Viridian Leader's identity, but one thing's certain, this will be the toughest of all. You don't say. Like, okay, like, yeah, also Mewtwo was... I was gonna get into that. Val. Also, let me know if the sound sounds worse. I've done a little bit of fiddling. Carrot the crap. See, it's like even back then we have trainers with whips. I'm curious as to what this trainer's, look, he has a whip. I'm curious as to what this trainer's dialogue would have been in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, because I'm fairly certain by this point we weren't allowed to show whips in the games. I mean, it would have been pretty wild if they still kept them, but still, it's just something I wouldn't expect. Also, wow, I just realized the discrepancy in levels from last time. I kind of forgot just how powerful we'd become. I mean, it doesn't necessarily matter, but, here we are regardless. I also just realized this is around about the time that we're finally gonna get a decent attack on Nidoking. It's like I finally remembered, oh yeah, this is where we get Earthquake. It's like, finally. Finally Nidoking has some decent moves to his name that aren't just, like, Surf. Oh, I see. This one's going for all Intimidate. Yeah, that's kind of smart. That's kind of smart for a Common or Garden trainer. Let's see how he handles a Surf, though. You weren't expecting the special attack, were you? Okay, may have been a little bit. Like, no, you can lower my stats as much as you like. My condolences, Tauros. Pursuit is not a physical move yet. So that might have been actually pretty good if I'd actually bothered to switch out. It's like, that one actually had some tricks up his sleeve. It's like the trainers are actually starting to get kind of tough. At least they would be if I wasn't over-leveled as all fluff. I suppose that's the cost of going with only traded mons. So yeah, they're not as great as the ones you normally get otherwise, but hey, it doesn't really matter when they're massively overleveled compared to everything in the room. The ultimate form of martial arts? I don't know. I know a guy who'd be beg to differ. Excuse me. Who'd beg to differ. You know, really sort of lording it over you with his Aikido. Oh, much appreciated, Roman. Really going whole hog tonight, aren't we? Once again, back... From Stannis Boars, we're back at it again. Just checked and let's go. The trainer's still holding with his dialogue is the same, and now it's a Pokemon trainer rather than I mean, I'm fairly certain he's a tamer in this as well. But I do appreciate that they still, it's like they didn't rewrite history here, unlike with the gambling in, well, basically just the gambling. It's like, nice that they had paid attention to that little bit of detail, but, gamblers can go to hell, I guess. Closed for a long time, now our gym leader's back and better than ever. Also, kind of funky this guy just stops you right before you would actually see who it is. It's like, really gotta keep up the mystery. Probably a mistake throwing out Jinx so early, but whatever. It's fine. We could just... Jinx is going to absolutely walk through this place unharmed. I must say, in terms of Pokemon stuff for me, today's been quite the interesting week. Because I'm not sure how much I want to go into this. It's fluff and I'm going to go into it anyways. Interesting thing happened to me this past Wednesday at work. Whereas, like, I was waiting basically at the bus stop, waiting for my ride home. And then this guy just comes up to me, complimented me for the Shoulder Plus Pikachu that I got at Tokyo Skytree, which I just keep on my backpack, and then he just, for some reason, just decided to hand me, like, a booster pack of Pokemon cards. Said he just got them at Sainsbury's, but I'm not sure why he decided to give them to me. I mean, I took them home anyways. Weren't really any, super rare drop. I can't help but wonder if that was one of the waves of cards which scalpers just sort of looked at once and then just decided there wasn't really anything worth getting in those. I mean, it may have just been me being unlucky, because I didn't really get any, like, super rare ones, like any EXs or Megas or anything. Just the rare one in there was just a nice-looking clay doll. In fact, I'm still pretty sure I had actual NPC encounter guy an exclamation point above his head before he approached you. That really is what it felt like. It just sort of happened out of nowhere. Anyways, I got a picture so I can remember what cards I got. I'm not sure if you'd want me to show this on screen, because it does feature my bed. Let's see, interesting stuff. I mean, the pack here, the pack in general had a Toxel on the front, which looked kind of shiny and nice looking, though background it sort of reminds me of something you would have seen in Diamond is Unbreakable. So let's see, what else have we got here? Just a lot of common cards. It's so weird seeing Deoxys as like a common card. I mean, relatively speaking, I just got a Deoxys Speed, and it's basically just like a common. There's no such thing as power creep in Pokemon. There is no war bossing, say. And then, let's see, we got a Gumi outside of Prism Tower before it starts to melt down. We got a funky-looking Quillfish. Got a Weedle, a Phantom, also looking to be in Lumiose. I'm guessing the main theme of this particular deck is being basically Legend Zar based. I got a Roxy card. It's pretty nice. Let's see, we got a pretty cool looking Golisopod. Seemingly the strongest card of the bunch. Basic Fighting Energy in terms of rare ones. Or at very least the shiny ones just got like a Chespin. Not sure if that's trying to tell me something. Got the Claydol, obviously, which looked quite nice, though, again, probably something that scalpers would sort of turn their nose up at. And a Crobat, so nothing all that special, but I'm still gonna keep him anyway, because, hey, it's a nice little gift. It's a nice little gift. And then, of course, yesterday, actually, finally got a couple of orders. Well, I say finally. It may just be me, but I can't help but feel as though the Pokemon Center, in terms of its delivery, does like Disney tier manipulation. If his chest pin is definitely a sign. What do you mean by that, Noivern? What could you possibly mean by that, Noivern? It's gonna be so weird going into this. It feels like I'm trying to do a bad impression of Kit from Knight Rider. Michael, I detect there's a whole bunch of 30-somethings over there trying to scout Pokemon cards, Michael. We should probably stop them, Michael. Nobody remembers Knight Rider. Not even me. But yeah. As I was saying, it really feels as though... Not Noivern. Fair enough, fair enough. But it really does feel as though the Pokemon Center has sort of this Disney level of manipulation with regards to its delivery service, because that 100... Roman, please, please, be responsible with your finances, unlike me, because I did order a couple of the Lego Pokemon things. I probably shouldn't have, but you know, there was one in particular. There was a couple in particular I was quite fond of. I got the Umbreon and Garchomp one, which, you know, mostly because Umbreon is, like, at this point, my third favorite Pokemon. I have a lot of fond memories of Umbreon, mostly with the GameCube games, funnily enough. Particularly Gale of Darkness. And Garchomp because, well, I like Garchomp. If there was a Gardevoir Lego set, I would have definitely gone locked in order for that frame one. And the other one, I showed it a little bit of a teaser for it in the server, in my server, so looking forward to sharing pictures of that. It's definitely, it's one of the, let's just say, adult collectible ones. It has like over 1,000 pieces in it for what it's worth. Definitely looking forward to seeing how that looks. But yeah, it's like, I put in the order and it said it was going to be like a month out or whatever, or I think I actually experienced it with the Gardevoir plush, actually, where it was like, oh yeah, your order's gonna come in like 2 weeks, and then it's like, only a few days later, it's like, hey, your order's arriving soon. So I kind of would think they sort of artificially just sort of overestimate how long your order's gonna take to arrive, so, it seems like it's better customer service when it actually arrives. It's sort of like, the wait lines at Disney, where it's, how much did you pay? Too much. That's all you need to say. That's all you need to know, Val. It's too much. Please be responsible with your finances, because I sure as hell ain't. It's like I don't even know where I'm gonna put it once it's done. It was only 2 sets though. It was the Umbreon and the Garchomp one, and then the other one, which I've still yet to build. But yeah, it really does sort of feel like at Disney parks, where they really sort of overestimate how long you're waiting in line for a ride. So when it turns out you're waiting, like, say the waiting time is like half an hour, if you get in like 20-15 minutes, it's like, oh, you know, the line was shorter than I thought it was. It's like artificially making it so it feels as though you're getting a more pleasant experience. First Blue's Lugia, now it's kind of a Winsville gonna get the life size. Wait, who got a Lugia? There was a life-size Lugia? Oh, I can't even imagine how you'd even fit that in a room. I need to see this now, Roman. I need to see this. I'm going to put it on stream once you do, just so you know. Yeah, Blue. Also, that Blue. Right, that one. Probably doesn't even know who I am, but yeah. I suppose it makes sense that he would get a Lugia. You know, it seems like Lugia would be one of the more popular ones. Oh, a 9-foot custom Lugia. Oh. To crawl in? What, so like a life-size Lugia foot? Oh, it's... Insert yourself in. So is it like a suit, or is it more so a, I think the best way of putting it is like a tauntaun thing, where you just sort of, stuff yourself inside it for warmth. And I thought they smelled bad on the outside. It's gotta be like the most messed up crossover in the known world. Oh, so it is a tauntaun situation. It's not. Oh, it's not a suit. Right. I mean, I'm guessing there's like different connotations to it, but the tauntaun thing is just the funnier one to me, to be honest. Well, that was a nice, oh, I just realized that I've vastly over-leveled Zing, so I can't use it this fight. I mean, I can, but I'd rather use, you know, let's send in Lickitung first. Let's get Lickitung in against, the final gym leader. Oh. Okay, I was about to say, ooh, I wonder who it could possibly, oh. Well, there he is. Nice to see you again, Miss... Level 100 mobster in Mob City. To be fair, I'm not sure the blush brush more of a figurine statue guy. That's fair, that's fair. I suppose that they take up less space. Unlike all my stuff, where it's just like they're overflowing out of my cabinet at this point. Need a life-size bishop. How would you even make a plush out of that? I can't help but wonder. You'd need probably a lot of cardboard. Welcome to my hideout. It shall be so until I can restore Team Rocket to its former glory. But you'll found me again, so be it. This time, I'm not holding back. Once more, you shall face Giovanni, the greatest trainer. I bet his name isn't even Giovanni. He's not even Italian. Alright, whatever. I mean, I suppose this is more in par as to the sort of stuff I should be going up against in terms of levels. It's like I'm not actually under-leveled for this, was kind of weird. Or over-leveled even. Anyways, have a blizzard. Yes, frame 1! You weren't expecting that from the useless Lickitung, were you? Really can't help but wonder how this will end up comparing to how this scene worked in Origins, where it's like he just routes his entire team against Giovanni only to once again end up relying on his overleveled starter. It really does... Origins really feels indicative of sort of, players' first playthrough of Pokemon, where he just vastly overlevels his starter. So he'd probably be coming into this with like a level 70 Charizard. You're merely postponing the inevitable. Here, allow me to soften you up a little. Oh. Yeah, I know that was a mistake. I know that was a mistake to try using Strength to soften it up. I don't care. Have another blizzard. Assuming that Lickitung can actually tank one of these. Come on. Yes, there you go. Yes. Blizzard accuracy actually working on my side for once. It really is like I'm back in Gen 1. Yeah, Lickitung is surprisingly holding his own. I wouldn't have anticipated this. Alright, I think, yeah, I think, high time to swap out for, Mr. Mime. It's unfortunate they're gonna have to do this to the king. Oh, Ryan's an Earthquake as well, damn. Oh yeah, I just realized his entire team probably knows Earthquake at this point. Whatever, whatever, have a Psychic. About what I'd expect. Yeah, it feels like for the most part I don't even need to worry with regards to coverage with Mr. Refresh. I don't need that. I mean, it would be useful right now, but I don't need that. I have items for that in Pokemon centers. Dog Trio. I'm gonna set up a sub. Let's see how this works. I can't help but think, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to really get much out of the substitute at this point, so, Psychic. Surely you could take out a Dog Trio. There you go. There you go. I was gonna say, surely you could take out a Dog Trio. And Mr. Mime could. It's nice. And I could... Why does he have a level 50 Rhyhorn? I mean, wouldn't it make sense for him to have a Rhydon here? I mean, it would be a hell of an ace. You know, just casually bringing out the... Yeah, this is weird. I don't remember if he actually had a Rhydon in Red and Blue. Part of me wants to say he doesn't, because otherwise he would just use it here. I'm fairly certain he had a Rhydon in Origins, now that I think about it. There's this whole thing about how Rhyhorn was like his first Pokemon, and was like trying to make Giovanni the irredeemable leader of Team Rocket that murdered Marowak as like a sympathetic character, which, please don't. That was truly an intense fight. You have won. As proof, here's the green badge. And this is the last time we'll ever see of him. 15 minutes later, he's gonna go and abandon his kid. It's kinda messed up now when you think about it. The green badge will make Pokemon out of any level obey without question. It's evidence as your mastery as a Pokemon trainer. Where you can challenge the Pokemon League. Also take this. Consider it your gift for the Pokemon League Challenge. There we go, TM26. Contains Earthquake. It's a powerful attack that causes a massive tremor. I made it when I ran the gym here far too long ago. Except apparently Groudon can just use it out the box despite being asleep for thousands of years. Having lost in this fashion, I can't face my followers. I've betrayed their trust. As of today, Team Rocket is finished forever. Or at least for like another 5 years. Or until I make Rainbow Rockets, which is gonna be the same except Blackjack Hookers and Sonic Forces. As for myself, I shall dedicate myself to training again. Let us meet again someday. Farewell. And that is the last time we'll see him throughout this game. Anyways, let's get Earthquake on Nidoking finally. Let's get some Earthquake on the King, because it's been far too long. There's a Rhyhorn and a Rhydon in Gen 1 for whatever reason they saw. Yeah, I don't really get it either. Just seems like a weird choice. Anyways, here we go. Finally, a good move on Nidoking. Set it in. Just sort of press the disc against his head. There we go, Earthquake. We are now all set in terms of moves in the Pokemon League. I think. Oh yeah, I didn't need to, I still have all these antidotes from the start of the game, I just realized. I mean, none of the actual healing items, but, I suppose that goes without saying. What do you reckon I should use the PP ups on, now to think about it? I kind of want to use one on Earthquake. What about the other one, though? Who do you think is deserving of a PP up? I kind of want to say Slash on Farfetch, but, actually, I think, given it's his only attacking move, probably Mr. Mime could probably use it. I know you can get a PP max on 2 Island, but we're not going to be doing that right now. For now, I am happy with just what we got now. Guess we kind of have to be given the circumstances. It's also kind of annoying that at this point, Viridian City is still dealing in, like, starting game items. Like, there's not even any full heals here. Just, casual potions and whatnot. So I realize I've just been sitting on, like, a pile of money with nothing to spend it on. So here we are. Finally on our victory road. Well, almost there. We just gotta go for a little bit more, swings and roundabouts before we get in there. Including, but not limited to, if we can go over here. This time, it's been a while since we fought Gary, actually. I mean, I know he may or may not have been completely inverted by Mewtwo, but they can handle stronger potions. Oh, I see. So that's how it is. Anyways, hi Gary. It's been a little bit.
What? Stint? What a surprise to see you here. So you're going to the Pokemon League? You collect all the badges too? That's cool. I have like 20 of them at this point.
I'm fairly certain he's forging them right now. At this point, it's like, oh yeah, I just have 25 on hand. It's fine.
Then I'll whip you, Stan, as a warm-up for the Pokemon League.
I'm surprised at this point he doesn't have a whip.
Come on.
Like, it would have been interesting if they showed him having a whip similar to the rest of the tamers we've been seeing, because it's like if Sabrina gets a whip, surely Gary would as well. Okay, this seems more in line with what I expect. Have a thunder. What? Level 47 and you're still using wing attack? That's like a baby move for baby trainers. There's the baby bones. Yeah, I can just finish you off normally. No, you can wing attack me as much as you like. It's all the same to me. Oh, you got a Rhyhorn as well, huh? Interesting. Can I land a blizzard, please? I mean, I know that the Gen 1 free movesets were terrible, but come on, Carrie. Step it up a little bit. Like, no Rock Tomb, no Rock Slide, just Takedown. Like, not a single stab move on this Rhyhorn. It's kind of sad, really. Anyways, one shot, obviously. Like, even Lickitung is terrifying, Gary. Execute. Oh! I can try Fire Blast on this. Sleep actually missed for once. Oh, nothing happened. We all missed our... I was gonna say, haha, we all missed our moves, and then that happened. Alright, I guess I'll swap out. It's time to bring back the PTSD again. You remember Farfetch'd? Unlike Eradicate, I didn't abandon it. Okay, let's see. Can I, am I yes, I am faster. Joke's on you, Execute. It's like, I remember back when I streamed Yellow Legacy when he just absolutely murderized me with Solar Beam. This is like payback at this point. It's like payback. It's like, you thought you could delete me with the base 200, like, Solar Beam? Not this time. You know what? Let's go for Swords. Oh, he's going for Disable, huh? You know what? That's fine. I'll just set up my sweeping potential here. Just gonna go for a little bit of a double dance. Come on, you can tank a Psychic. There's a good boy. Alright. Now I'm ready for you. Hope you're ready for me. He wasn't ready for me. This is gonna be so good watching Farfetch'd dance his way through the Pokemon League. I'm trying to think of that one sort of old animation of this one trainer going through the whole of the Pokemon League. I think they had like Eradicate and a Dodrio, sorry. Again, it's been a little bit. I'm just sort of reminded of that though. Probably gonna have to go and look for it now. Probably should have swapped. It's like, hey, Gyarados is actually putting up a bit of... Wow, Gary actually fainted one of my Pokemon. Fancy that. Anyways, Spark. I'm the fluffin' Spark Man. Well, unfortunately for you, Gary, I just so happen to have something to deal with your everything. Oh, level 53. Wow, that's actually sort of on par with what I'm at the moment. Toxic? Just sort of means to wonder just how much grinding you would have had to have done if you had, like, a normal team from this point, because, starting to get the sense, really, that, I could have done a little bit more in terms of, raising stats. Anyways, I'm gonna do another Spark. Probably don't need to, but whatever. Oh. Of course, he gets a crit. It's like Gary's actually putting up a bit of a fight here. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. It's time for mono here, Gary. Have a surf. Assuming I can get it. Oh. Yeah, his Charizard's actually gotten kind of tough. Only kinda. He's basically dead in one turn anyway, so, kinda regret not packing Protect. That'd be nice here. Let's go Mr. Mime. You know, just to soak up a single hit. Like, surely you, with your special defense, you can tank a flamethrower, right? Wow. Like, even with Mr. Mime's special defense, that was quite a bit of damage.
What? I was just careless, you. Well, that loosens me up. I'm ready for the Pokemon League. Stan, you need more practice. Hey, you know that. I'm out of here. Smell ya.
Yeah, it definitely seems as though we still need to get a wee bit stronger before we are properly suited to tackling the Pokemon League. This is something I wouldn't... This is an outcome I wasn't expecting. I was expecting to be massively overleveled. I guess that's just not the case. I guess I've just been wasting XP here and thither, so... We're not as strong as we could be. That's fine, though. That's fine, though. I mean, worst case scenario, I have the Versus Seeker, which I haven't actually used once this playthrough, which I'm kind of surprised by, to be honest. Just thinking at this point, maybe I should go and actually get some items. Some items might be nice at this point. You know, just some essentials, you know, revives, full restores. You know, just some stuff for the trip, you know? Because, you know, it's Victory Road. It's going to be a bit of a long haul. I'm thinking, make it up to 25. No full restores here, I'm noticing. Hyper Potions will go 30. And then full heals will go... Make that up to 25 as well. We still got a fair bit to spare, so I may as well just, do some max repels. Yep, sounds good. It feels as though I am now more than ready to tackle Victory Road. We'll see, though, we'll see. Because again, I suppose this is, it is kind of interesting, because I think, technically speaking, the Elite Four in this game is actually harder than in Red, Blue, Yellow, because in Gen 1, whilst there was a big level difference, you made up for it with how much stat experience you had, so even though they may have been like 15, 5 to 10 levels higher, you were still mostly one-shotting them with just how much you had in your attack stats. Here it's not so much the case, because obviously EVs and whatnot, and how they've, due to the nature of a casual playthrough, they're all mismanaged. Again, it doesn't really matter for what we're doing here, but it's one of those things I can't help but look back on and just think, if only there was a way to actually optimize these properly. Maybe it's just me, anyways. You can only pass here if you have the blue badge. That's the blue badge! This is like going for airport security. It's like, imagine if you had to go for you had to go through the airport, like I had to do with Japan. And it's like, you could only make it to the plane if you have all these badges. You can only leave the country if you've got enough gym badges. That's how the Gala League works, I think. There we go, Rainbow Badge, the only badge that retained its proper name, and, I like how, funnily enough, you can basically just come back here at any time and showcase off your badges, but you're basically, like, kind of blocked off here until you get Surf. It's called TSA. There we go, got Pink Badge. Obviously, you'd need that in order to cross the water. Oh, I was about to say, I don't think we have much new in terms of wild encounters here, aside from maybe Sandslash. Probably should have been dedicating some time to catching some more Pokemon. So, anyways, Gold Badge. I do kind of miss the badges being named after colors. I mean, obviously, the names I have now are still iconic in their own right, but still... Oh, hey, Primate! We found a monkey. And he's probably going to... Oh. You're going into orbit, you stupid mutt. Okay, never mind. I guess we're not catching Primate. Gotta love it when they land those crits even though you don't want them to. Let's see what else we can find in here. Because I remember here having some more interesting encounters. I don't think we're gonna necessarily get much here anyways. Alright, let's move on. So, red badge. Red badge attained. There's this whole massive, like, area filled with wild types. There's Sandslash. I was wondering when he'd show up. Level 44 as well, so everything around here is pretty tough now. It's kind of neat. Let's see if I can catch myself a Sandslash. I'm thinking, one more should do it. Perfect. Well, at least I still have a couple of Ultra Balls lying around. I'm probably just gonna have to spend the rest of my money on more of these, to be honest, when, you know, if I decide to stream myself trying to get all the legendaries. Because I haven't caught any of them yet. I mean, we've gone to the power plant, we've gone to Seafoam Islands, but, I never opted to catch any of the legendaries. And there's even more to catch in this as well, because we got Lugia, we got Ho-Oh, and we got Deoxys, potentially. And of course, right outside, we get the green badge. I will be honest, it may just be me. Starting off with Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, I always found Gen 1's Victory Road to be kind of underwhelming. I mean, I know it's still quite tough compared to especially Gen 2, which is like essentially barren. It's like a bit, despite being this sort of tough Victory Road, it's basically just abandoned. I don't know, comparatively I feel this feels comparatively a little bit underwhelming. I mean, obviously Gen 3's Victory Road is sort of one of the more notoriously difficult ones, which is, I guess, kind of funny considering it's my first, but by comparison. This feels relatively tame, which I suppose sort of, is in line with the rest of this game, honestly, because I remember seeing a video a while back with regards to, like, how safe were all the Pokemon trainers on their various journeys, and this was, and needless to say, Gen 1 was, like, the most tame one out there, because obviously, with the other ones, you're dealing with, like, interdimensional creatures, gods, deities, giant dragons, ideological struggles, whereas here it's just like a casual, coming-of-age thing. Thinking maybe for this, I wish I brought some Pokédolls, to be honest, to avoid this sort of situation. Actually, now that I think about it, probably gonna regret doing this later, but, repel. Alright, and I still have, like, some lemonades left over. Completely forgot. We're not sure at the point where lemonades are starting to fall off in terms of usefulness, but, may as well use them. Also, it probably doesn't help that in terms of music, this area doesn't really get anything unique. It's just the standard cave thing, as opposed to Ruby and Sapphire, which got a Victory Road theme so bombastic and iconic, it actually somehow made it into Brawl. Kind of a weird choice, but not one that I'm necessarily opposed to. Because, of course, the Brawl rendition of Hoenn's Victory Road I still find kind of amazing to this day. I'm gonna put it on the server, actually, now that I think about it. You know, just so folks can give it a listen to later. That is, of course, assuming that you haven't heard it, which, at this point, I'm not sure how. Let's just have a look-see. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to give it a listen to later as well. Let's have a look-see. There we go. Level 52. And when I say this place is underwhelming, I can't help but feel that this is going to still, take a little bit. Mostly just because of all the encounters. Let's have a look-see. There we go, there we go. And in it is. Bing. I'm kind of surprised there hasn't been any, like, wild Rapid Dashes out. Just, and a Rapid Dash seems like the sort of Pokemon where it's not really, quote-unquote, good enough to really warrant being one that you have to go majorly out of your way for. I mean, especially compared to something like, Chansey or Tauros, which are, like, super rare finds in the Safari Zone. Just seems like something that, you would normally see out in the wild somewhere, but for some reason you just don't. Maybe it shows up later. I don't remember. I was just thinking I'm probably gonna have to get used to that particular battle theme over and over again. This is something that I feel is a little bit, well, I suppose something that makes Pokemon games more tiresome as they go on. Just the fact that, especially with all the trainer encounters you have, you don't necessarily get that much variety in terms of trainer battle music. I mean, sure, the encounter and battle music in most of these games is pretty damn good. It sort of has to be, but I wouldn't mind if they just added in, like, 2 or 3 of each, you know, just to sort of help, keep things a little bit, unique and not wear yourself out as much. Constantly having to listen to the same music tracks over and over again. I don't think I have anything in my team that actually can properly use Dragon Claw, which is a shame, because I remember Dragon Claw being a pretty good move, but then again, Dragon Claw is kind of weird in this game, where it's a special move. I mean, it's definitely one of the better Dragon moves in the game, but, of course nobody can use it. We can't have anything in this house. I can see you're good. Let me see exactly how good. I don't know, I'd say I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Meow. I keep forgetting to swap out my teammates. Like, this is bad. I'm wasting more experience. This is not a good. This is not a good. I suppose I've got... Oh, of course I get the poison point again. I feel these kinds of dungeons are some of the more annoying ones, in my opinion, especially for streaming, because it's like, here's it feels sort of when we sort of start to run out of steam, where it's like you just got to set in for the long haul and not much interesting happens. You're just slogging through all these different trainers. So if you have anything in chat that you want to talk about now, I think would be the time. Now I think would be the time to discuss some things. You have some talking points to bring up. Because I think I already mentioned all the Lego stuff. I think I already mentioned trying a little bit more of the voice stuff. I mean, of course, you know, excluding those. But I'll keep that. Yeah, you better. You better. I'm warning you. You're lucky that we don't have the flat option installed yet. Anyways. You know, I think with these, I don't really see any real harm in just using the Poke Flute. You know, just, you know, these fights are gonna be annoying in of themselves. May as well just, remove a lot of the annoyance and just, casually tilt every grass-type user in the game. As a result, you threaten me with... Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And let's try another Mega Hort. There we go. Let's see how you deal with that. Not well, seemingly. Alright. Just notice this trainer just has all the mid-evolutions at the start. Again, it's nice to see trainers actually using those for once, because it seems as though nowadays you basically never do. Oh, and just a casual Charizard in the back as well. Thanks, game. Let's see how much Shockwave deals with this. Starting to think maybe Rock Tomb might have been nice to keep. Okay, that actually does... I would say decent amount of damage, but I suppose given the 10 level difference, it doesn't really matter. Let's try a Surf. Like, this seems a lot less scary compared to Gary's, I'll just say that much. I do never like Charizard's sprite in this game. It feels the right amount of imposing. Like, it's like you can tell this is like the last gen in a while where Charizard was a legitimate threat. Until they decided to bolster it up with, 2 Mega Evolutions. Not even a yeah, I know, it's not even a dragon. It's like, gee, Charizard, how come Masuda let you have 2 Mega Evolutions? Gee, Raichu, how come Masuda let you have 2 Mega Evolutions? Some things never change, huh? Level 53, so... Let's get far-fetched out here for the time being. I think, especially given we're in a rocky place, he could do a little bit against all the trainers. I'm not sure... Again, just getting into stuff where I'm not sure whether I've talked about it or not. I think, first memory of actually interacting with Pokemon stuff. Garchomp, how you can get to be competitive and have to... Yeah, but only one of those Mega Evolutions is debatably any good. From what I've heard. I don't know. Mega Garchomp Z is a little bit of an oddball to me, where it's like, okay, you did something different with it, which, arguably should have been the baseline for all of the Mega Evolutions of all the pseudos. You know, just take them in a completely different direction than how they normally play. Like, they did that with Dragonite at the very least, by making it a special attacker. I mean, they probably should have done it with Metagross, you know, sort of... I guess they sort of did by making it super speedy, but still. I don't know, just, I feel a lot of people were doing speed with Metagross anyway, with agility sets. It just feels as though I would have preferred the Megas of the Suitors to be as much of a departure, if not more so, than Dragonite was. I mean, obviously it still has multi-scale, so it hasn't changed that much. I mean, mostly in terms of how it plays. Because we all know how Garchomp plays, just being the fast thing which hits stuff hard under Life Orb / Choice Scarf or, probably Clear Amulet now that I think about it. You know, just an assortment of just, going fast and hitting hard with physical moves. So, you know, making it a special attacker seems like a good play. I don't know, just getting rid of its dragon typing just seemed like a bit of an odd choice to me. It sort of feels as though, oh, we can't make Garchomp too powerful. It's like only now they're starting to get a grasp of power creep in this series. It's like, oh, we actually kind of have to hold back on this thing a little bit. Otherwise, it's going to end up being too powerful. Miraidon. Sort of leads me to wonder what they're even going to do with Gen 10 now, because I get the sense that they don't have to worry as much about competitive. It's like, oh hey, if the mechanic is completely game-breaking and competitive, we could just not put it in the competitive format, which everybody's supposedly going to use, even though I'm fairly certain at some point it's going to need a visual overhaul, which makes me think, why didn't you just do the visual overhaul to begin with? Feels on rap. You know, I'm going to keep rambling. I forgot what I was... I say I'm going to keep rambling, immediately stops rambling. As I'm gonna be honest, it may just be me, but I've sort of found myself being the sort who just doesn't enjoy competitive formats. I mean, it's cool that they're there as a means of sort of improving my style in a more casual sense. Making my life easier for myself, or harder, depending on how you look at it, but in terms of actually playing competitive, I just sort of feel as though I'm not really suited for it. It's like I play it, and I just think I'm not really having all that much fun. Is Victory Road 2 No, by comparison, this is a cakewalk. You and your green hair, Gregory, with your singular Mr. Mime. How about a mirror match, eh? See how you handle this. I just realized I haven't actually had much of a chance to do the baton pass setup here. Oh, you're seriously gonna copy oh. I was gonna say, oh, you're seriously gonna start copying my stat boosts? The answer is no, it seems like. That was a crit. Yeah, as you can probably tell, Mr. Mime has a fair bit of heft when it comes to Special Ball. Look at that. Now we actually get to do it. Watch. Watch me fly, mama. With a Combine boosted electrode. What do you think of this? Okay, 3 times the substitute's still there, baby. Let's roll. I'm actually using like... Well, I say competitive. It's funny, given that Baton Pass basically just got banned from all forms of competitive because it just led to stuff like this, where it's like, you get all the stat boosts in one Pokemon, you just absolutely steamroll everything. Sort of makes you wonder why it's a move that they opted to keep around. Especially considering they had like a massive thing of like, oh, let's just clean house on a whole bunch of old moves. Including ones which people are actually using. Like something... I kind of want to see for myself, actually, because again, I haven't really paid that much attention to Sword and Shield, so... If my browser would actually want to work... Let's see what moves were removed in Sword and Shield. Let's have a look. Removed attacks list. Here we go. This is going to be interesting. So obviously we got all the Z moves. We got Assist, which... seems to make much sense. We got all the EV specific moves. Barrier got removed, which is kind of weird. Barrier seems like a weird one. Beak Blast, again, kind of weird. Just signature move for Toucannon. Bestow, also with Bide. Bide I can kind of understand, because Bide always kind of sucked. Let's see. Bone Club. Why Bone Club? Why was Bone Club removed? I mean, I know most people just opted to use Bone Rush instead, or Bone Meringue, but... Why Bone Club? It's like... I mean, Bubble, I can kind of see Bubble just, given the nature of Power Creep, Bubble just doesn't belong, in which case, why not just buff it? Chip Away? That's kind of a weird one. Camouflage. Captivate? Why was Captivate removed? It just seems like an odd one. Clamp, again, another odd one. Dark Void. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Just like... Yeah, we're sick of Smeargle constantly using this in VGC, so you know what? We're just gonna remove it from the game entirely. No Darkrai for you. Let's see, Dizzy Punch, Double Slap. Yeah, I'm just noticing it's just a lot of all the old sort of bad moves from Gen 1 in here, which is kind of what I would have expected, so... You know, Dizzy Punch, Double Slap, Egg Bomb. Which is kind of weird, it was never made a grass move. Dragon Rage. See, Embargo. Why was Feint Attack removed? Like Feint Attack is like one of the few like good dark type attacking moves. I mean, I know a lot of stuff gets more. I know there's more options now, but it may just be me being a Gen 3 and just having Feint Attack on all my dark types because that was probably one of the only things that I had access to. And by most of them, I just mean Umbreon. Let's see, Flash. Finally, we no longer have to put up with you. Let's see, Foresight, so I guess we can't really do any of the one-hit KO stuff. They say putting entrainment to No Guard on Mega Holucha. Why? Why would you make it so No Guard one-hit KO moves can be a thing? Let's see, what else we got here? Frustration. Kind of I know that a lot of people weren't really using that one compared to Return. Just, I know, it's kind of feels sad to see the one go. Grass Whistle. Like, that's one of the better sleeping moves for grass types. Why would you get rid of that? Let's see, Heal Block. Also, that just makes it so it adds extra sort of means of play to battles. Why would you get rid of that one? And Heart Swap. Why is Heart Swap gone? I mean, Hidden Power I kind of get, just considering it doesn't really match up with how modern Pokemon plays nowadays, though removing like a pivotal parts of type coverage for a lot of Pokemon kind of sucks, because I remember all the way up to Gen 7 You just see a lot of electric types just running hidden power ice. Or grass types running hidden power fire and whatnot. Why is Hyper Fang gone? Again, Hyper Fang being gone is just another weird choice. Ice Ball, another weird one. It's like ice type rollout, so I don't really get it. Hyperspace Hall, so I guess just completely deleting Hooper from the game. Yeah, you can shrink yourself as much as you like. You're not gonna be able to deal with the poison for long. So Judgment is gone as well, so Arceus... No Arceus. Ion Deluge, again, another kind of odd one to get rid of. I'm fairly certain they brought a lot of these back, honestly. I'm looking over these out of curiosity. Light of Ruin's also gone. That kind of makes sense. Magnet Bomb and Magnitude, I kind of get. Why Magnet Bomb, though? It's like, I see a lot of these moves, it's just like, why not just make them better? Why is Me First gone? It just seems like such an odd choice. Mirror Move, I kind of get that. Mud Bomb and Mud Sport. Mud Sport I do at the least get because, again, nobody used it. Nightmare's gone. Otis Sloop's gone. Powder. Just Powder. Psywave, I kind of get Psycho Boost, so Deoxys is gone. Pursuit being gone is like one of the more annoying ones, because Pursuit was actually one which people actually used. And I guess every single Gengar user was happy about that one. It's like, finally, we don't have to worry about getting harassed by Tyranitar anymore. Let's see, Rage, I kind of get that one being deleted because nobody used that either. Or Razor Wind, which is arguably the worst move in the whole series. Refresh being gone. Wait, they got rid of Return as well? That's like one of the best normal type attacking moves. Why would you get rid of that one? Revelation Dance, so Oricorio's gone. Rock Climb, Rolling Kick. Rotiller, again, just sort of... Considering it's a more recent move, it sort of just makes it especially weird that it's gone. Sharpen's also... And Secret... Man, Secret Power being on the gone list is kind of sad, really, because... Again, that's more sort of one which is more nostalgic to me. Again, because of secret bases and whatnot. Use Polka. Alright, fine. Are you satisfied now? I'm gonna go for the list a little bit. Sketch is gone. I guess someone on the team really didn't like Smeargle. Sky Upper... Why would you get... Again, Sky Uppercut is one which kind of means a lot to me because I used it all the time on my Blaziken back in the day. Sonic Boom, I kind of get that one. Smelling Salts is another one that's kind of weird. I mean, it's kind of cool and then it does double damage to sleeping enemies, but again, it's just like... What was wrong with keeping it in, you know? Spiderweb is another one which is like, why did you get rid of that? Actually, I think I may be getting it mixed up with Sticky Whip. Hold on. Let's have a look at what Spiderweb does. Okay, it's basically just Mean Look. Why would you get rid of that? Spike Cannon, nobody used that. Spotlight, I think... Steamroller, also another weird one. Synchronoise. I remember nobody actually using Synchronoise all that much, because it seems too situational. To think the Mighty Moltres... The Mighty Moltres, its former nest, would be replaced by a guard spec. How the mighty have fallen. I mean, I know it's basically moved out to this point, but it just feels kind of sad, really. Like, of all the things they could have put in the spawn point, the Moltres, they went with a guard spec. You know, not something like Overheat, or like a cool fire move, or... something like that. Nah, just put a guard spec in there, it's fine. See, Tail Glows. I mean, that one's just like raise your attack by 3 stages. It was mostly used on Manaphy. Mostly because Manaphy was the only one who could get any proper use out of it. Because the alternative was like Volbeat, and nobody used Volbeat. See, Twin Needle. Again, that's kind of a sad one. I mean, they could have easily just buffed it. Have both Twin Needles do like 40 damage or whatnot, or even 50 damage. That would have been pretty, a pretty potent glow up. Let's see, ring out. Is it again, just feels as though a lot of these seem kind of random to me in terms of moves I just got rid of. Also, kind of weird that Gary didn't have an executor, yet this random trainer in Victory Road has. Again, it's just so weird to see a lot of just the random trainers here actually using the strong Pokemon that you'd expect actual mainline trainers to use, and yet they just don't. Also, again, Executor here not looking terrifying for once. Can I get off a baton pass, please? Can I negotiate a single baton pass? I'll get out of your hair. Can I negotiate one baton pass, please? Thank you. Guess we'll go with Lickitung. You know, he actually has special moves which work in this situation, and by that I mean Fire Blast. Lickitung's lack of speed is going to be the end of me, I think. It's like, when he's actually able to get a move off, he's surprisingly good, but it's just the speed that's really dragging him down. Is he just sort of sitting here taking all the attacks in the world? Actually, what am I thinking? I have the Poké-Flute. I don't have to put up with your nonsense anymore, game. I don't have to put up with any of this. Okay, can I please just land a single Fire Blast? Just one Fire Blast is all I'm asking. Just sort of gauge Lickitung's power, because I knew that Lickitung was going to be kind of bad, but still. It's like, as soon as I stepped into Victory Road, all the fact that Lickitung is actually kind of bad kind of just sort of hit me all at once. Okay, can I get a Fire Blast off, please? Thank you. Oh, it actually worked. Alright, let's see the damage. Let's see the damage. We're at +1, so good. Good, good, good. That's the least I'd expect. You know, I just realized in terms of leveling, we're more so on par with how I feel that leveling is more or less how it is in the more modern games, at least in terms of how you get it. At least that, in terms of EXP you'll there, at least that's the impression I get. Let's see, can we tank a Spark? Yes, we're at +1, we're at +1, so of course we can. Okay, I don't trust Lickitung to be able to tank a Sand Slash. Let's go Farfetch'd. Come on, Farfetch'd, surely you can deal with a Sand Slash. It's a ground type. You love going up against ground types, right? I see you're faster than it as well. You know, I just realized it's going to be interesting trying to find a use case for Lickitung when we eventually get into the Elite Four. Because I feel as though most of the weaknesses are covered by most of my other team, like Nidoking could probably handle his up. In fact, we should probably take stock, actually, of how all our team members are going to fare. Because I know that the star of the show, for the most part, is going to be Jinx. That's just a foregone conclusion to this point. Because I also want to see how the rest of the group sort of compares in terms of how they'll deal as backstage dancers, essentially. Oh yeah, it's something I can actually use Earthquake on. That makes a change. Alright, let's see how it does. Yeah, let's do it. I can feel the power! And now so can you! It's like finally Nidoking is starting to come into his own. It's like I give him a proper move and he's like, oh, I can feel the power! is great, really, is what I'm trying to get at. I can feel the power! You know, I'm starting to think bringing this many healing items was warranted. Look at this. Look at this. Look at how much I'm going to have to go through in order to get everybody back up to speed. It's like you really have to prepare accordingly with these places. Again, I don't think it's going to be as bad as Hoen's Victory Road, but still, pretty bad. Love that theme. Ooh, Max Revive. This is going to be useful later. Assuming that we can actually use it. Alright, I think our way forward is over here. Guessing there's a fair few encounters here that would be nice to encounter, but I'm missing out on because of repels. I'm sure it's fine. Tough battles, yes, that's how battles work, don't you know?
Did you know? If you fight tough trainers, you get stronger.
Only the chosen, you say? Ooh, I'm scared. That is literally quite hair-raising. I'm so raised at the moment. Really raising the roof here. Let's see. I'm sure Farfetch can deal with a Kingler. I don't know. It feels as though King was just another one of his Pokemon just sort of passed up on. Because in terms of experience with Kingler, the most that comes to mind is seeing it at the start of the first movie. Kingler, save your energy, will ya? You know that guy? You probably don't remember him, but just Kingler's just one of those Pokemon more just sort of associate with the anime more than anything else. I suppose that sort of goes for a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon, really, where... I mean, especially Tentacruel here. I mean, aside from his coolest fluff Gen 1 sprite, where he's just sitting there crossing his tentacles like they're arms. You know, just really showcasing why he's the bouncer of underused. And this guy has a Seadra. He really just went in with all the... Oh, this is the all water types guy from the movie. You know,
All my Pokemon are water type.
that guy. Except this one actually brought a Blastoise. He actually brought a Blastoise instead of just a Gyarados and a Nidoking for some reason. It's like he didn't even have like a Slowbro. He just had Golduck. It's like that guy just boasts about having all water types. He went with all the bad water types. It's like there's not even a Lapras in there. Well, I say bad water types, but you know, Gyarados was pretty good, all things considered. I mean, it's Gyarados. It's like... I think the only gen where Gyarados wasn't actually all that good was, weirdly enough, Gen 3. Maybe Gen 2 as well, but then again, it was kind of slim pickings in Gen 2, so... Eh. It was like it didn't... It was like in this weird spot where it didn't necessarily have that much in terms of physical... in terms of special attacks, so it was mostly doing physical moves, but it didn't really have any good stab options outside of hidden power flying, so... It's just kind of in this weird spot where you couldn't really get the best out of it. Again, in Gen 2 it didn't necessarily matter, because, again, slim pickings, but, I feel it was most notable in Gen 3 especially. I mean, at the very least in Gen 3 it got Intimidate. So it still could get some use out of it. You know, it's sort of hidden power flying, Dragon Dance, Earthquake, Thunder Wave, I guess. Because a lot of people like run Gyarados as support, even nowadays. Oh, this poor woman with the Parasax. It's like, how did you even get this far with a Parasax? That's like a marvel. This has to be studied. This Parasax has to be studied. Like, how did it get here? Because surely it would have just been dropped off from the PC long ago. There we go. We're starting to get somewhere, I think. And why do you have a Paris on Victory Road? Why is this here? I mean, I get winning with your favorites, but Paris? Really? Bit of an interesting choice, to say the least. Whatever, have a Fire Blast. There you see the actual accurate one of the free elemental super moves. What do you think of that, eh? Furious? I can't blame you. It's like, no, my strategy of spamming status effects didn't work. How could this possibly be? Because I prepared. Something realizing I find a strange Pokemon doesn't have an in-universe, no ESP role. You know, I don't see your opponent's team. You mean like no team preview? I mean, I'm fairly certain that was the case in the anime, where you had to sort of register your team to the Pokemon League, so you sort of knew what all your team was using. Kind of interesting you don't see that here, though. All you really get is the fact that they're using a certain amount. Just, it's like, you know you're using 6 Pokemon, you just don't know what those 6 Pokemon are. Well, so yeah, Victory Road, once you get rid of all the random encounters here, goes by quite quick. Again, compare this to how grueling it was in Gen 3. Like, yeah, just it really sort of feels like starting off with Hoenn and then Coliseum and then working backwards. Just sort of feels as though this game for me was a bit of a cakewalk by comparison. Yu-Gi-Oh! That knowledge is private than Shocker banned from the Y. Really? Well, that's interesting. Well, then again, my knowledge of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is kind of slim pickings and mostly just stops with regards to the fact that Brock's voice actor voiced Kaiba in the original series, also Dan Green. Again, I don't really know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just one of those things as a kid where it's like, that's different from Pokemon, so I don't like it. Even though I didn't really necessarily have a reason to do so. Again, I don't necessarily have anything against Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays. It seems kind of cool. Just never really had the time to get into it. Especially nowadays, when you got people buying up all the cards. I'm guessing it's not as bad as the Pokemon scene, but still. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is different from being able to make a perfect counter deck before a match. Pokemon starts from ring a bunch of... As in Pokemon starts from ring a bunch of ice types against Symbiote. Well, probably all the other Elite Four members that come before that. Like Flint, for instance, with his fire team. It's like the whole thing is about Pokemon. You're supposed to make a well-balanced team to deal with any potential situation. And one of those just happens to be Cynthia's Garchomp. Talking more of a typical challenge. Gotcha. No, yeah, I kind of see what you mean. And maybe it's just the case that your team is locked in at the start, so you can't really make any major changes in between fights. Mostly just comes down to changing up strategies more than anything. Again, just sort of being all hypothetical about it. You know, it's kind of weird to me now that I've realized it, that there isn't actually all that many trainers in this version of it. I mean, there's a few, but there's less than I remember. Maybe I'm just thinking back to Yellow Legacy, where there's just a whole bunch more trainers there, just sort of representing, like, Patreon supporters and whatnot. You know, that sort of cute thing. And that was definitely cute, don't get me wrong. Excuse me. But it did certainly help with getting more experience for this point in the game, because it feels as though I have a bit of a mighty need. A mighty need for more experience, which I'm not getting. So it may just be the case that I'm going to have to go out and actually use the Versus Seeker a little bit, just to sort of get everybody up to level 55. 55 seems like a reasonable spot, right? And then again, I suppose if we were actually doing wild encounters, we'd be there already. Trying to become champions together. I don't think they do tag teams, folks. That seems like a fairly standard set, though, in terms of a tag team, though, yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to swap out. Let's go Mr. Mime. Oh, I just realized they're both ground types. Oh, you poor fool, you weren't expecting this. Look at that. Amazing. Oh yeah, I just realized they... That did less damage than I was anticipating, to be honest. Anyways, I'll do it again. I'll fluff and do it again. What do you think of that? I mean, I'm hoping level 53 is a decent enough level up to be at this point in the game. I mean, I'll probably give it a try nonetheless, because we're basically at the end now. These were like the last two trainers, weirdly enough. And then there's this guy who just gives you double edge. Balance your way for victory, run so courageously. In recognition of your feat, I'll teach you double edge. I'll teach you that. Yeah, don't need double edge at this point. I mean, it would be nice, but I made a promise not to use it. Oh, I'm just, once again, just getting flashbanged. Gotta love Elgato. Well, here we are, good old Indigo Plateau. Do definitely appreciate that, they give the gym leader theme for this whole area. Really sort of getting you in the mood. Like, yep, here you are. You finally made it to the big leagues now, champ. Pokemon League, you'll face Elite Four in a row. If you lose, you have to start all over again. I just realized I didn't actually have to use any of my revives for this, because so it's like, in terms of items, I think we're mostly good. Maybe I'll get a couple of full restores, just for safety's sake. You know, you can never be too careful. H should do the trick. Yeah, I think we should be good with this setup, so, Repel's effects wore off just in time. From here, you'll face Elite Four one by one. Where the door opens to the next trainer. So, I guess we're just gonna gauge it once, see, how far we can get. If we get all the way, great. If not, then I guess we'll just, go back and, do a little bit more, level training. Something which I have been majorly averse to in these games. Showcasing on stream at the very least.
I am Lorelei of the Elite Four. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they're frozen solid. Are you ready?
Needless to say, I am quite a big of a fan of how she looks in the anime when she's like, goes under another name. I think it's like Pamela, I believe it is. Pamela, something akin to that. Just for some reason, they never bothered to call her Lorelei. Just a bit of a weird choice, but she looked amazing, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's like, really gotta love that 90s anime aesthetic. Really does a lot to some of the character designs. Probably wouldn't have looked too out of place in the Electric Tail of Pikachu now that I think about it. I forgot the Japanese name for it, but if you know, you know. In terms of the artist for that particular manga. Unfortunately, never got a chance to read it as a kid. Kinda wish I did. Probably would have, changed some things, to say the least. Yeah, starting to think that maybe Spark wasn't exactly the best choice here in terms of moves for Electrode, but that's the best I could get. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to swap here. I mean, Poison's kicking in at the very least, so that's good. You know, let's go Lickitung. Lickitung. You might actually have a use here in soaking up some hits. I'm just waiting for the poison to kick in. Admittedly, Lorelei, in terms of trainers, was one of the ones I was worried about the most, because I don't necessarily have a good matchup into her. And of course, you have a full restore. Why am I not surprised? Because, yeah, I don't necessarily have a good, like, matchup for water/ice types. I mean, I could try Thunder. Thunder's an option. Not sure we'll do that all that good in Hail, but I'll try it nonetheless. Okay, it did work. One down. Just like, 26 more to go. And of course, you're bringing Cloyster. I am kind of nervous about what this Cloyster's gonna do. I don't think it has Explosion. I don't want to take any odds, though, so I'm just gonna go for an... Gonna make me waste PP, huh? I see how it is. Whatever, though. I'm just gonna keep thundering until morale improves. It's double protect, really? Really? Alright, let me try... Okay, so you did something other than protect the once. That's nice. Can I land a Thunder, please? Thank you. I think this is one of the few occasions where an NPC has actually used spikes against me. Paralysis actually worked. Alright, let's see if I can land a Strength. Or is she just going to full restore again? I hope not. Okay, good. Look-at-Tongue surprisingly holding his own a little bit. Slowbro. This would be the main instance where I think Poison would come in quite useful, but alas. Pretty sure Slowbro is more so bulky on the physical side, so I think Thunder should do a decent amount. Half. Shouldn't have expected any less. Okay, trouble. Actually, now that I think about it, this seems like a perfect opportunity to set up. I can finally use my Baton Pass setup and actually make some use out of it. Because I don't think Slowbro really has all that much that can harm me once I set up a few Calm Minds. Really rolling the dice here. Oh, he's going for Amnesia. Of course he's going for Amnesia. I suppose we can consider this my Dark Descent. It's like a race to see who can set up the fastest. Well, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep getting greedy. I am not certain as to whether Baton Pass transfers in between Yawn is something transferable by Baton Pass, but I'm gonna try it nonetheless. Shoot. Nidoking? I'm sure he could tank like an Ice Beam. Come on, Nidoking, I have faith. And, no sleep. Excellent, Mega Horn. Yeah. Now we're fluffing cooking. Now we're cooking. Because I got, like, all these boosts so Shockwave can actually do something. Like, you said I didn't have an electric type on my team, huh? Oh, that's, oh. I'm gonna try Surf anyway, see what happens. Lovely Kiss, of course, of course, of course. Why am I not surprised? I'm not gonna use the Pokéflute here, because, I figure I should fight at least... I was gonna say fight at least somewhat fairly, but then she does that. Alright, let's see. Can I tank an Ice Beam? Attract as well. Calm the fluff on. I didn't go into this wanting the Venus treatment. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna have to swap out. Or, you know, just get knocked out. Surprisingly— oh, got poisoned anyway, idiots. Come on, go give this to Surf. Alright, never mind. Alright, can you tank one more of those? You have another one of those in you? No. Shoot. Running out of tricks here. Again, I imagine once we get to Bruno, things are gonna be fine. It's just actually getting to Bruno is the problem. I suppose I should preface, I'm not going to be using items in these Elite Four matches. Only seems fair. Though that is doing quite a hefty bit of damage, I must say, so I'm gonna baton pass again. Gonna go— you know what? Mirror match. I'm gonna go into my own Jinx now with a Calm Mind boost. What do you think of that? You're gonna be in so much trouble when I'm able to land one of those against you. You have no idea. You have no idea what I'm gonna do to you once I wake up. Okay, this is fine, actually. This is fine, because she's just going to sit here and not be able to do all that much to me. I'm just sort of waiting to wake up at this point. All the meanwhile, the poison is just slowly seeping in. I just realized as well I have fake tears. So I can just team that in as well if I want. I mean, not that I need it here, but it's an option. It is an option. Can you wake up already, please, Jinx? How? You've been asleep for like 5 turns at this point. Come on. Oh, finally. Took you long enough. Alright, not sure if I'm gonna be all that useful against Lapras, but I have a plan. I have a plan that involves a taste of your own medicine. Not so nice when the shoe was on the other hand, hey. Fake tears. All your bulk now means nothing. What do you mean you wake up turn 1? How is that even remotely fair? Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. We're in trouble. Mr. Mime? You know, just try for a psychic. I mean, is that like minus 2, so... -3, sorry. I'm just thinking. Could I pretend... You know what? Fluff it. We ball. We ball. Oh, what, you have leftovers? Oh, citrus berry, which does no heat. Okay, a little bit of healing. Fluff it, we ball. Oh, you actually survived. You survived. Come on. Oh. If I got a crit, that would have been amazing. And now I'm going to lose because of the spikes. Oh. Alright, fine. Fine. I'll do some leveling. I'll do some leveling, damn you. I hate this. I hate the fact that I have to do this now. Ugh. Least favorite part of Pokemon when this happens. And I have to go all the way back and I have to level up. Well, Thanks, Roman. Doesn't make it any better that I'm gonna have to go back and level now. I'm gonna have to waste everybody's time here whilst I have to level up my less than ideal team. Like I knew that Lorelei was going to be like the tough part. I knew it was gonna be the tough part, but I had hope. I had hope that I would be strong enough to succeed here, but I wasn't. I figure this would be an ideal spot for leveling. You know, relatively tough trainers around here. It seems like the sort of place I should be doing some leveling. That's sort of what the Sevi Islands are for, right? To allow you to level up a little bit. Because they sort of realize, oh wait, if we just let them go into the Elite Four as is, they're just going to get absolutely stonewalled. So I guess we may as well do a little bit of that while we're here. Let's see if we can catch this Pidgeotto, actually, because I haven't actually got one of these. Who leveled up a Pidgeot as well? I just realized I could just hit this thing with Toxic. I'm not sure if Toxic necessarily helps with changes to catch probability, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Because it doesn't necessarily matter to me if I end up losing this one. Easy victory. You know, it's Pidgeotto. It's Pidgeotto. It's to be expected. It's to be expected, really. There we go. Very protective. Very protective. Get in the box. I just realized, too, I have a rare candy on hand as well. Who should I use the rare candy on? Assuming I still have it. Electrode, nearly there. Nidoking. Mark. I'm gonna use it on Nidoking, actually, because I feel he'd actually benefit a little bit more from it. And plus, it just speeds up things a little bit, you know? Did I already use the rare candy? Oh, I already used the rare candy! It's like I can't have anything in this game. I'm kidding, but this is kind of annoying. Let's see, Versus Seeker, just gonna register that, and I can actually use it for the first time. Let's go. I'm gonna go with you first because I find it funny. It's like... Didn't I tell you? You're the one who opted for another battle, lady. If you didn't want another battle, you just sort of... You should have kept your hand down. Let's have a look at a Kingler. 38, that's, not great, but hey, we can still do some damage against it, right? We should be able to level up from this, right? There you go, see? Actual experience. I could have sworn we got Explosion around this level. Maybe it's 54. Wait, battle? Yes, we are to battle again. I hope you're prepared. Because I am in a mighty need for free XPs. Just not against Bellsprout. Yeah, I can just throw Mr. Mime at this. That should work. I'm gonna be so glad when I don't have to put up with all of that anymore. I swear grass types are the bane of my existence in this game. Alright, what else have you got back there? What else? Okay, just Weeping Bell. Weeping Bell, I can easily deal with. I'm thinking we'll just get everybody up to 55. That seems like a, basically where we should be with regards to, where we are in the game. Something smells unpleasant. I didn't say anything. Alright, now it's time for my favorite part. Just go... I do at the very least appreciate them putting in the Versus Seeker for this. Just to sort of help make things a little bit easier. Also, I'm fairly certain I missed out the item finder. Number of steps 22. Probably thinking this isn't actually the best spot to be using the Versus Seeker now that I think about it. Whatever. Let's just check. Let's just check if there's a, better spot. Because there should be, right? I mean, I'm guessing Victory Road as well. Let's have a look-see. Sorry, just looking for areas which may be conducive to good leveling. Not really seeing all that much. I mean, I know the whole thing is, you know, oh, you should go into the Safari Zone and try to catch a Chansey. Get yourself a lucky egg. Do you know what the odds are of that? Not bloomin' likely is the answer. It's all you need to know. It's not bloomin' likely. I mean, it would be fun to use self-destruct on that thing, but I shouldn't. It's like, dealing with these trainers isn't... Actually, now that I think about it, maybe that road outside Fuchsia might be more conducive to decent level. But then again, they all have grass types as well. I'm fairly certain. Again, it's kind of annoying in my room because I have to have the fan on because of this still seemingly persistent heat wave. And yet, despite that, I need to have the fan on, which causes the air to be a little bit more dry, meaning that I end up koofing a fair bit. Oh, that's right, there's One Island as well. Let's go to One Island, actually. I'm fairly certain there's a fair few good trainers I can fight around there. Yeah, I already got a Weeping Bell. Yeah, there's some fairly decently tough Pokemon around here. Relatively speaking, obviously, with regards to the team I have, I can't really use anything here. Like, I don't think this Weeping Bell is gonna necessarily help me against Lorelei. Let's go to One Island. One Island seems like the better choice of areas to partake in, and now that I think about it, I'm probably not going to do... I was going to say, you know, maybe this would be an opportunity to go and see where Moltres is, but I think I'm just going to save that for if I decide to go around and catch the legendaries. I haven't decided on that yet. I haven't decided whether I stream a let's catch all the legendaries type stream, or whether I just leave it once the champion has been defeated. I could go either way. I also just realized that I forgot to bring Rock Smash to this point. It's fine, it's fine. It doesn't really matter to me. Beep, beep. What do you mean none of you want to fight? It's like you're all gung-ho about fighting me previously. What's the deal now, eh? What's the deal? Why don't you want to fight me anymore? Fight me, damn you! They all run away. Okay, now these two want to fight. Before breakfast, swim around the island 3 times. I'm fairly certain you drown due to the lack of energy. But to each their own. I suppose it is quite nice out here. Water's relatively calm. And oh hey, it's something I can actually fight using Electrode. And something I don't have to worry about. Oh, and I just realized this place has the hot springs as well. This place is perfect. I remember now, this place was perfect for leveling. It's like you got these relatively tough trainers here. You got the hot spring where you can just restore all your health. It's perfect. Can't believe I already forgot about this place. See, you're out of breath. What did I say? From all the running I did. Lose that frivolous outfit? What? You want me to just go out in just the leotard? What? What are you suggesting here, Hugh? What are you suggesting I slip into instead of what you call a frivolous outfit? Because I reckon if I took up your suggestions, I'd get banned off of Twitch. Finally, we get explosion. Obviously, we're gonna get rid of self-destruct. No reason to have that around. It's funny as well, because I've never actually had much of an opportunity to use it. In the Elite Four, I might actually get that opportunity. Who knows? I could figure... Well, of course you could. Of course you could think of some. I will admit it's maybe just me, but I did always kind of prefer how Machoke Sprite looks in this game compared to Ruby Sapphire. It's like, with a lot of the sprites here, you can actually properly tell what they're supposed to be. Whereas I feel they're a little bit more complex in Ruby Sapphire. This is definitely the one you should jump into. Go to the middle, relax, get nice and warm. It really is just like Deltarune, where you just step into the hot spring and nothing in all of your clothes. Also thinking, just in hindsight, I feel as though I could have done a fair bit more with regards to a lot of the voices I did during the Deltarune streams. Like, I'm fairly certain I could have done a Ralsei voice all the way up here. You know, maybe do something like a Susie voice as well. I'm sure Susie sounds pretty decent going up like this. Like, huh. I mean, I don't know, it sounds kind of dumb anyway. I figured I'd say anything. You know, I've been hearing a lot of stuff, hearing a couple of comic dubs giving Noelle a bit of a Southern Belle tone, which, you know, what I'm expecting, considering I sort of perceived her as being a bit more Canadian, but honestly, giving her the Southern drawl actually kind of makes sense. It makes it seem a little bit more endearing, you know what I mean? Kind of reminds me of Sandy Cheeks. And I could have easily done, like, the TikTok voice, the Queen, as well. Just so many missed opportunities, man. It's like, I kind of want to go back and stream Deltarune again at some point. You know, just so I can get the voices down packed. I mean, I probably shouldn't, because I got other games I want to get into eventually, but it's just something that's been on my mind, you know? Again, the TikTok voice is probably one I'm going to have to practice anyway. Mostly just I feel as though whenever it pops up, it could be really quite funny. Well, I say that, probably not that funny, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Reasonably funny. Let's get... Okay, so everyone's level 54, so... Not too far off the mark. Again, we're just gonna go to level 55 and then try again. Because I was admittedly hoping that this would be the stream where I just, you know, go through, do Giovanni's gym, do Victory Road, and then the Pokemon League all in one, and then we could just decide where to go from there. Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? That's how it usually feels playing these games. Always a bunch of snags. This is also why I kind of don't like having to do grinding here, because usually when I do grinding in games like this, Yeah, E-Sphere. I'm using all traded Pokemon for this playthrough. I was about to say, it's one thing that's kind of sucks with regards to me grinding in this game, is that for grinding stuff like this, I usually tend to do it all quiet-like, so naturally there's no commentary, and just makes me feel bad, because like, you know, I'm streaming, man, I should be commentating, and yet there's no commentary. There's nothing to really say here. Sorry from talking about that day, which I already kind of did. We got a new air fryer. Just been trying that out some recently. Electro can do more things besides explode than Smash. Well, yeah. Of course Electro can do more things than explode. I'm fairly certain it doesn't even do exploding anymore. Because of how the physical special... Because of how Explosion got nerfed in Gen 5. So I have it set up more for utility. You look like you own... You look like you own an air fryer. Well, yeah, we do now. I mean, we did. I think it was one that my big sister was using. Tiny little thing. You could barely even fit anything in there. So we got well, it's bigger. It's not that big, but it's bigger. We can actually fit stuff in it now. And we tried some pastries earlier. A little bit of a touch and go thing. We tried cooking meatballs in the air fryer. They turned out pretty well. Like meatballs to have like mashed potatoes and whatnot. Alright, time to go for this whole song and dance again. I'm kind of thinking as well, what are some good things that you can do in the air fryer? Because I imagine that it would probably be conducive to some good snack making. Just putting some stuff in the air fryer and seeing what happens. Like, I'm not sure if you can do nachos in the air fryer. Sounds like something you might be able to do, though. I imagine people might consider that a little bit sacrilegious. Well, reheating, obviously. Reheating kind of goes without saying. Because previously that would just use the microwave. You know, I'm just thinking as well, if I had like a, another camera set up, this would be an opportunity whilst I'm grinding to start work on that other Lego set I got. You know why the radiation from the microwave makes Liquid angry? I mean, so funny the fact that it's technically true, just worded in a way that makes it seem untrue. I love it when that happens. Alright, let's see if I can actually get off a... Oh, I forgot cross chop. Lickitung is gonna suffer... Oh, Lickitung actually tanked a hit. Crazy. And of course... Blizzards for no one. Nobody gets a blizzard. Nobody gets an ice cream. I'm actually gonna swap to Mr. Mime at this point, because he's not gonna survive another turn. I already know that for a fact. I imagine it's going to be interesting trying to reheat Chinese at the air fryer. Like, I imagine it's possible. Hush, BZ, hush. I know everybody likes making those jokes, but shush. Stay away from microwaves if I was... Haha, very funny. Very, very funny, Roman. You think you're so funny. I'm gonna clout you at this point. Well, then again, you'd like it, so I'm probably not gonna do it. So, How do you feel now? Clearly, because you... Well, yeah, because... Admittedly, some stuff in chat does get pretty funny at some points. It does get quite funny. It's just a shame it has to come at the expense of everybody's time being wasted. I mean... I suppose when you think about it, games are a big time waster, but I mean... Wasting more time than I prefer. Especially when no one wants to fight me. Angry milk, yep. God, I love that angry milk. And I did actually take a picture of the set I got. I didn't go for any of the Smart Bricks ones because it didn't seem like it was worth the money. Let me just go check. Ain't nothing much. Really going at it tonight, aren't we? Really going at it with these sorts of flotations. The Giga Wave. Alright, let me just, First I need to save the photo. I need to save the photograph that I took. So I can tell you to look at this photograph. I also have a nice little sort of fun, comparison to make. Because, back in the day, a long while ago, like years ago at this point, I did actually get a Mega Block set with all the evolutions in it. And you can certainly tell because some of them do have a tendency to fall apart when you manhandle them. So let me just get the image up real quick once we're here. Let's see, image. And hopefully this time I'll remember to take it down afterwards, because there was a point on stream where I just forgot to take down all my Japanese holiday pictures. That was a little bit awkward. Anyways, incoming image of bedroom. Just a little bit. There we go. Oh, geez, that is a considerable amount. Let me just shrink this down a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit more manageable. Fit to screen. Fit to screen. Yeah, just I'm kind of. It is a pretty nice build, and did have a lot of fun making it. The only drawback to it is, Garchomp doesn't necessarily have all that much articulation to it. It's like, you know, it doesn't have any articulation in the head, and his shoulders are only hinge joints. So it's like you can't really move his arms all that much. There's one blocky... Yeah, that is one blocky Umbreon. And, for comparison, we got the Lego Umbreon here. We got the Lego Umbreon. So allow me to showcase it compared to, the Mega Bloks Umbreon. Yeah, you can definitely tell there's a bit of a discrepancy here. Like, you can definitely tell one of them is more sort of, made for actual play, as opposed to being like a proper collectibles thing. It's like, I will definitely say, despite the articulation, the Lego ones are surprisingly robust in terms of builds. It's like, you can really sort of manhandle them without them falling apart. Again, I got Umbreon because there was no Gardevoir set, and Umbreon is like my third favorite Pokemon at this point, behind the Gardevoir and Iron Valiant. I have a lot of fondness for Iron Valiant. It's kind of a shame, really, because I don't think we're going to be really seeing all that much of it in the future. I'd definitely be surprised if we saw it in anything other than Gen 9, is what I'm getting at. Because, again, it's a Pokemon that just basically really roots in all of the Area Zero stuff, which is a shame, because Iron Valiant is really fluff and cool. It's like, it's got all the, like, characteristics of Gardevoir, but also has, like, a Darth Maul blade. That's sick. Love that sort of stuff. Also, you know, the Metal Sonic comparisons. Always gotta love those. Speaking of which, art piece which I commissioned a while back. Let me just bring it up again. Gotta bring up photos again. It feels as though, once again, I'm just sort of holding up the stream again, so bear with me, please. So I believe it was in, trying to remember where I saved this. Or if I even saved this at all, so I'm gonna... You never know, I'm probably gonna have to track it down this whole time. Let's see, I think... Yes, it was in here. Really love this particular piece. Really think it's kind of cool. Just gotta put right there. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. If only, right? If only. Let me just double check. Still not level 55 yet, huh? Still got a bit of a ways to go with regards to Licky Tongue by the looks of it, which is a shame. I was hoping that Licky Tongue wouldn't be too much of a hindrance to the team, but I guess... Alas. Back... Roman. Roman. Why are you only bringing that up now? It's like, I thought we'd already gone through this song and dance. Thanks anyway, thanks anyway. Appreciated it, nonetheless. Yeah, it really feels as though we got a long ways to go still. Let's swap it up. Oh, we got all three of them. Yep, it seems the game's never over. I swear this this Crush Girl sprite is just the same one from Ruby Sapphire. I recognize the green hair at the very least. There we go, final level 55. So we can at least make another attempt at Lorelei. You know, just another attempt. Actually, now that I think about it, if I do end up having to cut the stream short here, just to go and properly level up to like 60 or whatever, maybe an opportune time next stream after I beat the Elite Four to just go off and actually do all the legend capturing, because I still need to do that. It's like we can get a 2-for-1 deal here, potentially. Maybe. If you're up for it. Once I realize the name is Shannon! Shannon! You know, just really gotta go in with all the Ozzy Osbourne means, don't we? Tiki. It is kind of unfortunate this is seemingly the best we're going to get in terms of, trainers to grind against. Well, grind levels against, not actually grind against. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Keep it in your pants, sir. You know what I mean. It's just kind of a shame that these are the only ones we're going to be able to actually get levels off of. And more so for Mr. Mime's sake, because these all give attack EVs. Again, would be real nice if you're able to reallocate them in this game, but alas, that wasn't really a focus of the games back then. Just something that it's just like this forbidden knowledge. Now that I know about it, it's like I can't go back. It's just gonna be in my mind. It's like, oh, this is so optimal in terms of EV training. I mean, I know that's the point, but still. Just really tickles that sort of annoying part of the brain, really. Okay, I think one more and Mr. Mime should be... Actually, I think Mr. Mime I could probably do against wild Pokemon now that I think about it. Let's try that. Let's see, because I'm fairly certain it's going to get better EVs than whatever everyone else does. Spearow. Never mind. Whatever, though. We still get some good experience off of this, right? Right? Okay, maybe not. Okay, so I'm thinking, possibly gonna leave with Mr. Mime. You know, oh, Firo. Okay, I actually already called one of those. It's fine, it's fine. Yeah, I'm thinking we start off with Mr. Mime and then just, go for the Calm Mind sweep with Electro. That sounds like a plan, at the very least. And if all else fails, just blow up. We can afford to do that now. It's like we have the revives, we have the resources, we have the will. Yeah, I'm thinking probably you're going to avoid that double barrel down there, just to sort of not muddy the waters. Because you know me, I like to be particular with these sorts of things. It's like, finally, someone who could actually benefit from more attack. Again, I imagine that the Elite Four is going to be smoother sailing once we get past Lorelei. That's like... She is like this team's one weakness. If we can get past her, we'll be fine. Okay, I think a couple more runs and we should be golden. Just gonna go back in here for a little bit just to resettle their pathfinding. Actually, probably should heal up now, actually, now we're here. I keep saying actually.
I mean, unlike actually, this game is like from 2004, so it's like super old and stuff. I don't see why I'm not playing like the new one, like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee with like the better graphics and stuff. It's like totally better.
I feel as though trying to improve on this whole voice thing is going to be a mistake. It's like it definitely improves what I'm doing with some of the voices that I tried to do on stream, but it's... I feel as though I'm dabbling with powers I was never meant to mess with. I mean, you know it's over when I actually do get to the point where I'm able to do, unironically say good girl on stream. That's when you know it's over. That's when you know it's over for me. When I'm able to just do that without any proper issue. There we go, level 55. I'm getting out of here now. Let's get back and try again. If we fail now, then I'm cutting the stream. It seems like a reasonable do or die thing, so let's try again, shall we? Again, it feels as though, especially the Valley Girl Fry is just going to, I feel it's going to make a resurgence on the channel at some point. I'm going to have to find a way in order to make it work. And it's going to be something which causes me to just crumple up and implode into a ball of fluff and cringe. It's gonna be great. Alright, back to Vermilion. Let's try this again, Penfold. One more try. Yeah, just going in with Mr. Mime this time. As I imagine with a couple of Carmines under his belt, Electro is going to do decent. Just decent, we'll just see. Also thinking maybe I should invest in some more healing items, because I don't... Just in the unlikely event that some people actually some of my team actually survive Lorelei. May as well get some Ultra Balls first. We'll go with, like, 33. Let's see, 4 restores, go for 20. Revives. Go for another 5. Full heal, I don't think we're gonna need any more of those. Max Potion. Alright, I guess I'll just get like 5 of those. And spend the rest on Ultra Balls, why not? Let's get another 5. You know, just in case, you know? It may be useful against the legendary encounters. Anyways. Save up. It's been 22 hours. Relatively quick, all things considered. Just completing the entire Kanto League in a day. Alright, let's go at it again. I'm ready for you this time. Well, more ready at the very least. Hopefully, Mr. Mime is able to withstand a dugong. It's like, if he's able to withstand a dugong enough for me to, like, set up, then we should be golden. Okay, it's just using Surf. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I could just set up like 3 times, maybe 4 times if I'm greedy, and we could just go from there. Hail, that's a little bit annoying, but nothing to really, Wait, does this thing have Blizzard? Sure, hell, sure. Like, I'm sure at least one Pokemon on the team has Blizzard, right? I don't want to mark that off for no consider. Safeguard, that's fine. That's fine. I know this is like a cheese strap, but I don't care. I need to get through this. I need to win. I need to kill. Alright, +4, I think... I want to say that's enough. I want to say that's enough. That's good. So we're just gonna sub, and then we'll pass, and then everything is good. And then everything's gonna be alright. I'm actually using... This is what Mr. Mime was brought here for. This is what you were born to do. Alright, and away we go. Baton pass. So at the very least, I get a free switch in. Alright, let's see how we do this time. I am feeling a little bit more confident. That seriously took out the entire substitute. Man, Electrode's special defense must suck. Whatever, have a spark. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we've been waiting for. It's time for Electrode to go off. No longer protected by safeguard. Oh, and you didn't go for protect this time. Very bold of you. And now you... This is what we've been waiting for. That's what I'm talking about, baby. And Slowbro as well. It's all over for you. You don't even get the chance to set up any amnesias. Yep, I was definitely... Y'all were definitely right in wanting me to choose really bringing Lapras in as well. Dear, oh dear, Lorelei. Where'd your dignity and pride go? You're just feeding Electrode at this point. Like, she's already on her last one. And, you know what? We're just gonna keep going. Let's see, is this a one? Lovely kiss. Go ahead. Let's see if you could survive this one. Thought not. Oh, that was definitely worth it. Things shouldn't be this way. Well, hate to burst your bubble. You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. You've only got a taste of the Pokemon League's power. Yeah, and you're the toughest of the bunch. Like, I am absolutely going to nay-nay over the rest of this, except for maybe Agatha. Agatha may give me a little bit of trouble. Aside from Agatha, we are golden, I think. Lovely, lovely, lovely. He's gonna put some Electrode at the back. He's fought well. Electrode has definitely fought well here. For now, let's just move on to Bruno. Who I am surprised even made it into the Elite... Surprised is strong enough to be considered a gym leader, let alone an Elite Four member. I am Bruno of the Elite Four. With rigorous training, people in Pokemon can become stronger without limit. I've lived and trained with my fighting Pokemon, and that will never change. Well, except for the two Onyxes you have for some reason. Stunt! We will grind you down with our superior power. Hoo! Ha! Sorry if that peaked the microphone a little bit. Again, still working some stuff out with it a little bit. Just let me know if it sounds bad. It's a shame as well, because I really love Bruno's design. It just looks so, confident. Yeah, I think you already know what's gonna happen here. I think you already know how this is gonna go. Do you have anything which can stop Rock Tomb? I mean that's fair. That's fair. Speed drop may be a bit of a hindrance. Just gonna do a sub. You know, just so Jinx may get a might get a free switch in. There you see. There you see. All good. All goody-goody gumdrops on my end. We get to tank a Rock Tomb, and we just get to, well, hopefully sweep. Would be awkward if Jinx just gets one shot here. Whatever. Let's give it a shot. Ice Punch. There you see, this is all we need for Bruno. Jinx is all we need. All we need for her is for her to proceed through this entire fight. watch what happens when I use a move I don't know. Oh, damn. Okay, I kind of underestimated how tough these guys could be. This could present a bit of a problem. You know, potentially. I think I may have overestimated Jinx's abilities to sweep through this fight. Let's see, can I take Onyx down at there? No, no. Iron Tail, really? Alright. Alright, fine. Guess I'll bring in the king. Actually, you know what? You know what? Time for the disrespect. Time for the disrespect. Blizzard. Yeah, you can Earthquake as much as you like. Lickitung can tank it. You with your non-existent offensive capabilities. And your non-existent special defense. That's what I thought. And a crit as well for good measure. Amazing. Alright, time to... kind of... okay. So it's all fighting types from here on out. Fire Blast? You know, I just want to get one good hit in with Lickitung before it goes down. See, he can tank it. Alright, can we get the burn? I'm rolling for burns here. Okay, never mind. Swapping out. Nidoking, I think. Nidoking will probably be good here. You know, just, you know, I'm actually banking on Poison Point at this point. It's probably a mistake. It's like, the one time I'm banking on Poison Point is not gonna happen. I stand corrected. We'll say, though, that so far this has been a surprisingly even Stevens match. And there's Machamp. He's stronger than any of my Mons, so, let's see. Does he have Earthquake? He probably has Earthquake. Knowing him. Oh, he's going for Bulk Up. That ain't good. Surf? I know you ain't a water type, but, probably do a little bit more damage. Never mind. Never mind. Citrus Berry? Yeah, Citrus Berry. Of course he has one of those. I'm just gonna go Earthquake again. You know, it's stab, it does more damage. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. Of course I get a crit there. I feel as though I've just been getting just super lucky with crits this time around. Why? How could I lose? Because you are the weakest trainer in the game, Bruno. My job is done. Go face your next challenge. He just turns to the side like, Baka. It's not like you prepared a single psychic type for this challenge and completely wiped the floor with me. Dummy. Okay, Agatha. This one, I feel, is definitely going to be quite interesting. Honestly, I'm not certain what to expect from this one, because I feel as though it could really go either way. Like, I know it's poison type, so Mr. Mime and Jinx could probably walk through it, but, I do at the very least want to give the rest of the team a fair shakedown here, because I feel as though most of my team is relatively strong against all the stuff Agatha has to offer. Like, you know, normal types for her ghosts, psychic types for her poisons, ground types. We'll just see what happens. Also, I liked how in, I think this is supposed to be like, epitaphs. I did kind of like how in, Gen 1, there were actually just a whole bunch of graves in here. As if to sort of really, hammer it home. That's in the Lavender Town music, just like, get ready, you're fighting more ghost types.
I am Agatha, Unit 4. I heard Oak's taken an interest in you, child. That old duff was once tough and handsome. But that was decades ago. He's the shadow of his former self. Now he just wants to fiddle with his Pokédex. He's wrong. Pokémon are for battling. Instead, I'll show you how a real trainer battles.
You could just tell how old I was from that. Anyways, let's see which... okay, leading with Gengar. I am not gonna mess around with you for 1 second. Frame 1 Psychic. Like, I know you, Gengar. I know you're basically a glass cannon. I know that you're not at full power here because ghost types are physical for some reason, but I'm not going to take you lightly nonetheless. Golbats. I'm sure I can set up in the face of a Golbat. Like, what's it gonna do? It can't supersonic me. Like, what you gonna do, buddy? Oh, he has. Oh, he does have Confuse Ray. My mistake. I think. Like, I would have assumed he had Supersonic, but he doesn't. Fantabby Dozy. Whatever. I'm just gonna set up. I'm just gonna set up. So I want. Aircut. I'm fairly certain this is an increased crit rate. Okay, I think I'm just gonna substitute a Baton Pass after this. Poison Fang. I'm guessing he's trying to go for poison. Oh, that's actually kind of stings. Substitute, please. Please. Perfect. Let's see, can I hold on? No, I can't. Alright, can I get... Brit. Can I get a Baton Pass off? Yes, just in time. Probably could have just gone one with a Psychic, but I wanted to give Lickitung a fair shakedown. Come on, buddy, now's your time. Time to prove all the haters wrong. You got everything going for you, buddy. I believe in you. I still believe in you. Yes, there you go. Go get him. Show them the power of +3 Thunder. Yes. Yes, it's coming together. My plan is working. Lickitung can actually do stuff in this game. I'm thinking, Fire Blast. Fire Blast seems like the more reliable option. Okay, we get this hit off at the very least. Come on, Lickitung, I believe in you. I did believe in you. You did good though. You killed a Golbat. You killed a Golbat with a move with basically no accuracy. You did good. You get the participation trophy of this team. That's a good way of putting it. Lickitung just here as the mascot, even though Farfetch is here as well. I haven't actually used Farfetch this whole fight, which is weird. Anyways, Haunter. Can Haunter place reports of the Fluff it. This is probably a bad move, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's see how Farfetch fares. I mean, it's probably not fair considering he's using Curse, but whatever. What the fluff ever. Can we outspeed Haunter? No, we can't outspeed Haunter. And he's doing Mean Look, of course he is. It's like, the AI is actually kind of smart, weirdly enough. It has its moments. Oh, he's trying to go for Hypnosis as well, this silly goose. Yeah, that's the sort of damage I'd expect from Farfetch'd. I really want to use him against Gary. I really want to use him against the champion. It's going to be great. Alright, well... Sorry, Farfetch'd. I'm sorry this had to happen to you. I wasn't anticipating the mean look. Yeah, we can just clean up with Jinx. Level 58, though. That's nothing to scoff at. Oh, Shadow Ball as well. Like, surely you can tank this, right, Jinx? Right, Jinx? Yeah, I think we might be in a little bit of trouble here. Electrode? You got anything for this? Like, I know it's, like, really frail, so... Maybe hope for paralysis? Yeah, I think we're in good hands here. I think we can free shot it. Never mind. Never mind. I got too cocky, and yeah. You have a citrus berry. I get it. I imagine Dragonite's gonna be quite tough once we get to that. Again, I'm not going to use the Poke Flute here. This is on me. I shall fall on my sword. Nidoking. Nidoking, you're my best bet here. I'm betting the farm on you, buddy. Surf, because I know it has levitate. Still. Even though it can't fly. One must imagine Sisyphus to be happy. Whatever though. I don't think she's gonna use more than that's fine though, it's fine. It was only Gengar's only using physical attacks. Except for maybe Dream Eater if it has that. It probably has Dream Eater, doesn't it? So you know what? You know what? This is probably a mistake. This is probably a big mistake for me to make at the moment. Oh, it has Nightmare, not Dream Eater. Okay. And I just outspeed anyway. I was just making a mountain out of a molehill. It's fine. It's all fine, guys. Just relax. We're gonna get through this, right? You know, you and me, we know it's our destiny.
Oh my, you're something special, child. You win! I see what that old duff sees in you now. I have nothing else to say. Run along, child.
Gonna have to heal my entire team after that. Like, look. It's just been left as just smashed and broken in front of this old lady. You really don't mess with Agatha, huh? So here's the question. How is Lance gonna go? I am worried about that, to be brutally honest, because it's like, he has a lot of Pokemon that are fast and powerful. Obviously, I don't think Lickitung's gonna see much use. I definitely want to save Jinx for the actual dragon types. It's just everything else on the, you know, just, mostly Aerodactyl I'm worried about. So you know what? You know what? I've been using the Baton Pass setup for a while, and it feels as though it's been a bit, it requires a little bit of setup, so... A little bit hit or miss? Just a little bit hit or miss. And in the face of Aerodactyl, I think Electrode is, I think some shock therapy is in order. I also really quite like how Lance in particular just has this, long walk to him, just to really sort of emphasize, yep, this is it. You really get into it now. Obviously, it's, the presentation is a lot better here, but... I still find this a little bit cool, just really sort of hyping up Lance a little bit. Ah, I've heard about your stint. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance the Dragon Trainer. Please disregard anything you might have heard with regards to terrorism. That wasn't me. That was my evil twin from the manga. You know that dragons are mythical Pokemon. They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. You mean the one dragon type in this game? They're virtually indestructible. There's no being clever with them. Are you sure about that, Bird Tamer Lance? I am not a bird tamer, damn you! I'll have you know I'm the Dragon Master! I heard you mostly use flying type. Silence, worm! Okay, so he does start off with Gyarados. This is fine, this is fine. I can easily just, deal with him as the Spark Man. I'm the fluffy Spark Man! I kind of forgot that it leads with Gyarados and not Aerodactyl. That's fine, though. That's fine. This means that I still have a bomb in my Dragonair. Toxic, I guess. Just Toxic that for the switch out. Seems like a safe bet. Because I know you don't get Refresh. Okay, just going for the outright. I think I should probably stick into something a little bit more tanky. This might actually be an opportune time to switch into Lickitung, weirdly enough. Go on, Mark. Go get him. This is your time to shine. Just tank those nasty dragon moves. You got this. It's like, what? So yeah, I guess, Lickitung was just the tank of the team the whole time. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this tankiness. And then just going over the blitz as well. This is great. I mean, obviously this is just gonna work for the one Dragonair, but it was so worth it. And of course the poison... Of course it has shed skin. Strength. And of course. Calling Dragon-type Pokemon the superior Pokemon sounds a bit rockety. Yeah, it really makes you think, especially given the color of his clothes. You know, just going for the red and black look. Really makes you think, don't it? Really? You're using Dragon Rage? Like, I would have expected you to go with Outrage. At least it does more damage. This is... Oh, hey, Terry, we were just fighting Lance. Doing a decent job so far, if I do say so myself. Until Aerodactyl shows up. Not bringing in Aerodactyl. That's a bold choice. Yeah, you were damn good, Mark. Maybe even the best. I kind of want to, you know what? Let's go Nidoking. Let's go Nidoking. Doing good. How are you? Yeah, we've had to do a little bit of grinding just to participate in the Pokemon League, getting everyone up to level 55. But so far, we've been doing surprisingly well. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. And we're in a decent... Well, I say decent. I'm not sure if Aerodactyl gets Earthquake. Whatever. I can just surf into... Really bringing Dragonite out at this point, huh? Lance... I'm wondering if Lance is a little scared at this point. Maybe he's a little shaken. Let's... You know what? Fluff it. Let's... Finally a worthy opponent for Farfetch'd. This battle would be legendary! Oh, he outspeeds, never mind. I never liked Dragonite. I mean, to be fair, I was always more of a Salamence person myself, but I still do have a bit of a fondness for Dragonite, mostly after Gale of Darkness again. You know what? Fluff it, we ball! Let's see how you survive that one, Lance. Oh wait, he actually did shoot. No! My kingdom! My kingdom is falling apart in front of me! Oh, okay, I managed to, not get hit with the Outrage. Okay, just, Oh. Wow, a trainer actually will draw the Pokemon in this game. I've never... You rarely ever see that. You rarely ever see that. I suppose it's like even the AI knows. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead. Use a full restore. I know what you are. Yeah, fake tears, and then we switch into, You know, let's switch into Mr. Mime, actually. Let's switch into Mr. Mime. That seems like the safer bet. Well, mostly to ensure that I get a clean switch in with Nidoking. Because Nidoking is the one... Oh... And of course it gets the Omni Boost. I think that's gonna cost me. I probably should have just gone in with Nidoking. All right, whatever. Let's just go this. Let's just go this. Okay, he doesn't have Earthquake, I think. And I think I can just one-shot you with Surf. Because I know that you're basically a glass cannon and you're Shockwave. Oh no. Oh wait, he has to recharge after this. I think he may have just screwed himself. A little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, I can just... Yep, he just has to recharge, then I can just punch. And then it's just down to me and Dragonite. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this to be so down to the wire. I suppose that's mostly just due to me and my mistakes. Whatever. Let's do this. I outspeed! There we go. Lovely jubbly. I remember back on my first time actually completing this game, I actually had to resort to using Articuno to get past Lance. More so I just had every single legendary bird in my team just to try and get through it. That's it. I hate to admit it, but you're a Pokemon master. I still can't believe my dragon's lost to you. You are now the new Pokemon champion. Or at least, you would have been. But you still have one more challenge left. There's one more trainer to face. His name is... Gerald. He beat the Elite Four before you. He's the real Pokemon League champion. As always, one step ahead of us. It always seems to end like this, doesn't it? He always did seem to get ahead of me. I guess I always was just the loser, huh? It's crazy to think I didn't think I actually need to bring that many revives. I say with my entire team nearly wiped to a man. I think you get what I mean, though. Just, you know, I think I could have just gone by with, like, maybe 10. Probably not. Hyper Potions is definitely another story, though. Just gonna have to sit here for hours and wait for everybody to get healed up for this, this final fight. I think I'm going to lead with Mr. Mime for this again. Because I know he leads with Pidgeot, and Pidgeot I don't think is that threatening. I think. It's like, really, I think in terms of... I say being overconfident again. The only Pokemon I'm really worried about in this team is Rhydon and Charizard, obviously. Charizard and Rhydon, those are the two ones which I am most scared of. Because I don't necessarily have a good answer to Charizard. It's like I always had to make this more challenging, didn't I? Alright, let's... Here we go.
Hey, Stan. I was looking forward to seeing you again. My rival should be strong to keep me sharp. While working on my Pokedex, I looked all over for Pokemon. Not only that, I assembled teams that will beat any Pokemon type. And now, I am the Pokemon League champion. You know what that means? I'll tell ya. I'm the most powerful trainer in the world.
I mean, he says that. He says that. Hold up, I'm setting up a bit. Just give me a sec. These bits always take forever to set up. Hold up. It's like he's saying,
I am the most powerful trainer in the world, and all of a sudden you hear this. I heard you were pretty strong. How strong are you?
Yeah, I think you get the point. Anyways, enough of that. Let's into the meat grinder we go. I always did quite like this battle theme. Really really makes you feel tense. Look at that. He even has like opposed to mirror reds as well. This is the wrong Pokemon. Whatever. We can set up. It's time for a flying battle in the skies. I can at the very least deal with your Pidgeots. Come here, you. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, let's dance with the angels, but it didn't work. Sorry, Farfetch'd. Off to a bad start already, it seems. Yeah, we'll just go Electrode. It's fine. That's the thing about this battle. You're supposed to be trading blows as equals. Except we're not equals, because I'm a lower level. Okay, Rhydon. I don't want to deal with that right now. Lickitung. You can at the very least ensure safe switching for Nidoking. It's been an honor. Yeah, I imagine I should be able to deal with Rhydon without much issue. Because again, 4 times damage. Let's give it a shot. Like, yeah, I think I got a little bit overconfident with regards to, oh, I got like a team of all traded Pokemon. We're just going to get completely overleveled and stomp the entire thing. But, that's not how it works. That's never how it works. I don't like my odds, so Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime is probably going to be my best bet here. Just going to go for some setup. I think he foresaw me switching. Alright, it's time to prove yourself, Mr. Mime. Prove you're better than Alakazam. By basically only being a passive support mon. This is what you were born to do! I do appreciate that they brought back the trumpets, the Gen 3 trumpets for this fight. May as well try out a Psychic. Okay, he's faster. Never mind. Oh, we might actually live to do a Baton Pass. Maybe. That little, huh? Alright, Baton Pass. Come on, you can live. Come on, I believe in you, Mr. Yes! Yes! Into Jinx! You have a very interesting team. That's the point. That was the point, to make a very interesting team. And of course, Alakazam is still faster. Mr. Mime, Lickitung, Electro. Yes! They're all Pokemon I've rarely used, so I figured I wanted to try them out. I mean, Jinx is really the only one which is keeping this whole team afloat at this point. He's like, I lose her, it's all over. Gyarados, I'm scared. I'm scared, alright? Oh wait, Lovely Kiss. No, it missed! Come on, you can survive a fash. You can survive a no, she can't. Well, there goes the fight. That cost me the fight. I don't think I'm going to necessarily have much good to use against Executor, so I guess we're just going to go for the Spark. Spark this, you filthy casual. That didn't even one-shot. Man. Man, this whole thing has just been rough. Well, at least he's confuzzled, so... That's you out of the picture. I'm not certain as to what Executor's gonna do. Because I don't want... I'm not gonna Toxic him. I'm not gonna Toxic him. I think we may end up losing this fight. Giga Drain. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I think we may be kind of hosed against Executor, unless... And this is a bit of a forlorn hope. This is a bit of a gamble. Can I get Mega Horn off? I am faster. Come on, 4 times damage. Yes! $58. I can see the lights at the end of the tunnel. Oh, it's a flamethrower. Surf, I think. Yeah, that slash is... Yeah, Charizard is not to be trifled with here. I know that for... Oh, this is going to be a free shot, isn't it? Oh, and Fire Blast. Shoot. Come on, Nidoking, I have faith. Tank it! Tank it! Get one last hit in! Leave it to Electro, the rest is up to him! It's down to the wire! This has been like the most exciting champion fight I've had in like ages. It's up to you, Electro, the final member of the team. Go get him! Spark this, you filthy casual! Yes! Oh boy. That could have just been the end of me. Okay, Seto.
No, that can't be. You beat me at my best. After all that work, to become the league champ, my reign is over already. It's not fair.
Cope and sieve, Gary. Cope and sieve.
Why? Why did I lose? I never made any mistakes raising my Pokemon. Damn it. You're the new Pokemon League champion. Although I don't like to admit it. Stent!
Oh, and we even got the slowed down Palatown theme to bring it home.
So you've won. Sincerely, congratulations. You're the new Pokemon League champion. You've grown so much since you left first with Bulbasaur to work on the Pokédex. Where is Bulbasaur anyway? I don't see it in your party. Whatever. Stent, you have come of age.
Can look at Ogats for the Lego set. Oh yeah, I've heard a lot of... That Lego set is kind of... That's not the one I got, just for clarification. I didn't get that particular Lego set. I got another one.
Gary, I'm disappointed in you. I came when I heard you being the Elite Four. I also got here as fast as I could. But when I got here, you'd already lost. Gary, do you understand why you lost? You'd forgotten to treat your Pokemon with love and trust. Without them, you'll never become a champion again.
Except you will, because post-game and whatnot.
Stent, you understand your victory was not just your own doing.
Yeah, it was the power of everybody else around me. Oak looks like he's going to invite me to a private Pokemon reserve. Oh no.
The bond you share with your Pokemon is marvelous, even if none of them are your own.
It's kind of freaky, actually. Why did you do this? Why did you do this?
Stent, come with me.
Meanwhile, Gary is just left there in the dust.
Congratulations, Stent. This floor is the Pokemon Hall of Fame. Pokemon League champions are honored for their exploits here. Their Pokemon are also recorded in the Hall of Fame. Stent, you have worked hard to become the new Pokemon League champion. Congratulations, Stent. You and your Pokemon are Hall of Famers.
Where do you think he keeps on? Oh no. I don't know. I guess he just sort of found them behind the shed. Anyways, take a bow, everyone. Farfetch, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was waiting for your moment of glory and it never came. It really was just Nidoking, Electrode, Mr. Mime, and Jinx. You are the real heroes here. Though I am definitely proud of all of you. You all put in so much effort for being some of the worst Pokemon in the game. Well, maybe that's a bit hyperbolic, but you get what I mean. You all put in excellent work. More graft than was ever expected of any of you. And you came out on top in the end. Congratulations, all of you. This is your victory, more so than mine. Oh, good grief. That really got tense by the end, didn't it? Yeah, I'll just say this as much. It was sure as hell worth doing this, I'm not sure I'd call it a challenge, just this, I suppose, handicap. Just doing this whole thing for this particular playthrough. It really was worth it in the end. Because it's like, with regards to, like, Pokemon teams, right? There's usually... Oh, Director Junichi Misu. The one time he actually made a good game. Even though he's supposed to be, like, a music guy. Yeah, it's like, with regards to this game, there's a certain expectation with regards to what team you make. It's like, usually, it's like, in the past, at the very least, I've gone for playthroughs where, you know, you got extra powerful mons, like your starter, obviously, you got maybe a legendary in there, you got Snorlax, you got, Lapras, most likely. If you got it early enough, you maybe got a Psychic type, like, probably not Kadabra, but, you know, still a powerful Psychic type. Maybe you went out of your way to get Dragonite, just... Of course, it's Charizard doing his classic pose. It's like, look at this entire adventure you've gone through. It's also implied with how far you're running. It just looks like you're just running across the whole region again. Just like, yes, I did it! Suck it, losers! Just going up to Bill's door and just yelling it out, yes! I win! It's like, okay, I get it. You don't have to be so loud, though. Yeah, it's just really unfortunate, because it feels as though with regards to, especially the earlier games, there's just like, I think Gen 4 actually is the biggest victim of this, where you just have a set team for every single playthrough you have, just the exact same Pokemon, and it feels as though just a lot of the others just get thrown to the wayside as like set dressing. Like Pokemon you're not actually supposed to use, just more sort of ones you just see out in the world, and it's kind of a shame, really. This is like, what's the point of having all these Pokemon if you aren't able to use them, am I right? Just makes me think. This makes me think, if I ever do another Gen 1 run again, I kind of want to use something like Seadra, honestly. You know, just look through the entirety of the Kanto Pokedex and see what stuff isn't being used. Like, I think I already did use Primeape in Yellow Legacy, so maybe, also just Gary here just, like, contemplating, just like, man, where did my life go so wrong? There he is, Satoru Iwata. The late legend himself. Nintendo died with him. Or so it feels like, because I'm fairly certain Iwata, at the very least, was working as his last project on the Switch, so it's like that's the sort of last proper Nintendo console. And where all the sort of rot really started to seep in. I mean, you could argue it started to crop in with the 3DS, but it feels as though really with the Switch, a lot of what everyone sees as being wrong with Nintendo really sort of manifested with the Switch era. It's like all the goodwill was basically gone during the Switch's lifespan, right up until the Switch 2 came out. Oh yeah, Pikachu is also in this game. Pikachu is also here for whatever reason. Even though he only, like, showed up at the start of the game. Anyways, after running across water, we finally make it home. In time to be told, hey, maybe you should go check out the Orange Islands, even though they're not in this game. Still kind of a shame they aren't, but, there we go. End of your life. I can't remember if this game has, like, a nice little, musical ditty for the end screen, like in Sapphire, and, you know, something sort of reminiscent. Oh, okay, just cuts to the title screen. Okay. So, that's it, I guess. That's